fairly well positioned, but it does seem fun. And between Duresses, Carnage Tyrants, and Marches, maybe there's a chance that we can beat Control decks if we get paired versus them. I don't know. Now, this is not the 75 we got paired versus earlier, as they had Fine Finality under deck and we don't. Um, kind of wish we did, to be honest. But this was the Ted Panic version that anybody who frequents the channel, that Brief Tacos has linked us multiple times to play, so figured we'd give it a try. Why not? And this hand seems wonderful, wonderful in every single way. Let's hope we're playing versus Red Deck. I was trying to sing. It's 2 a.m. here. I've not been to bed, so I should probably not try to sing, but I figured we needed to go ahead and get a stream done. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. This doesn't seem to me like it's something that would be a good match. Because they're probably going to have a counterspell for our first friend. They're probably even going to have a counterspell for this friend. But they didn't have a counterspell for that friend, so at least we have that going for us. I think I'm going to play this one. Though it does kind of give up a trigger, but I think there's a good chance that a Path of Discovery doesn't resolve. Maybe casting this Llanowar Elf is just bad. That's actually the best thing that could have happened for us. That was actually really good for us too, wasn't it? Ah, playing the Llanowar Elf was genius. Genius, I say. Hmm. Well, that's kind of interesting. I think I'm going to use it. There's like some chance it resolves, and even if it doesn't resolve, we can guarantee to get the March resolved now. Um, so he's going to get that, and we get 2 triggers. Or we can just go ahead and play this and get 4 triggers. I think we're going to do this. Yeah, we'll put that on top. We're kind of gaining a million life right now. If they don't have a counter spell for this March, we're going to gain just an obscene amount. Oh, it's wanting me to do that at this point. So we gain an obscene amount of life there. And next turn we can Memorial to Glory, and there's nothing he can do about that. Not sure about that sleep. Doesn't seem to me like it accomplishes anything unless he has exactly Spell Pierce. I think we just play around exactly Spell Pierce, right? We're just going to sack this Memorial and go on about our life, right? We'll go ahead and do it now so that he can't use a Branch Walker or whatever in response. Sideboard cards versus mono blue. Probably want most of our removal. Probably want our Lyras. Probably want this. Cards that we know we don't want are this. I don't think we want this. Bindings are kind of slow. Vivians are technically kind of slow. Maybe it's just Path to Discoveries. I'm not going to cut them all, but let's try a couple of them. I could see the Vivians not being good enough, or maybe the Lyras. Hand's great. Is this the second opponent in the past two streams that just F6'd their turn 1 versus us? They even stopped in their second main phase for like a fairly long pause. And then they just didn't do anything. That's weird. Maybe their hand is just loaded and they actually didn't have the land and they just stone gambled. That doesn't make much sense, though. Very unlikely they just. It's starting to look less unlikely. Maybe they think the match is that bad that they have something in their hand that they had to have? We have a binding if they have a Tempest Gen. Which is pretty good for us. Wow. Alright, well I guess I'm going to let them counterspell this. They're basically representing mono counterspells at this point. And I think Tostani will be better for us in this game. Assume just everything's getting counterspelled to begin with. They didn't go to our main phase, so now we get to actually get that and still get, or didn't go for our attack phase, so now we get to deal 2 damage too. We have to make sure I join the competitive here in a second, because some of these plays are interesting. Okay. I like how Tristani protects against entrancing melodies. It's just like randomly. It was like, you Gucci Famdingo. I think that's a website, right? Is that a horror website? Something is. And something. Not sure. I'm gonna Google it and see. Yeah. Filled with my Google. Oh no, I was right. It is. Anyway, we'll play first. Hand's very good. Opponent mulliganed. Another blue deck. This is certainly the opposite of what we were getting paired versus earlier on stream. I kind of chose this deck because we got paired versus so many mid-range decks earlier. But if we're going to get paired versus a lot of aggro decks, this could definitely be bad for us. I think I'll play around Essence Scatter. Or not Essence Scatter, but Syncopate. Mono blue and back-to-back rounds? That's wild. I don't think I want to trade. I guess I could just play Tempest Gen, but... like, when we have this many Explore guys, I just feel like we're the massive aggressor. We'll keep that. Wildgrowth Walker is insanely good versus them, by the way. For anybody who doesn't keep up with standard matchups very well. It's like really hard for them to deal, 30 damage. They're really good at dealing like 20, 22, 24. If they have an early Curious Obsession, sometimes they can just run wild with the game, but like it's just not something that happens a great deal. Alright, so now we have to make the decision on whether we're going to attack or not. And the reason we wouldn't is because if we attack with this, they can double block and dive down it. I don't think I want to let it get dive downed. Where I don't mind to trade this for a dive down. If we get to deal damage, we get to deal damage. If not, it's fine. But our Wildgrowth Walkers are more important than the thing. Our Jade Light Rangers are not more important. Huh. What does that attack mean? This probably gets counterspelled. Oh wow, it doesn't. Binding. I think binding's good enough. Alright, so I tap my mana poorly, so we can't march. So that's kind of bad. And our thing doesn't get for another dive down, so I guess we'll pause and see if we can get the dive down next turn. Sleep would be pretty good, but I don't know if it'd be good enough. They'd have to have a counterspell too. Question is, what are we going to let them counterspell next turn? Are we going to let them counterspell to Tostani, or are we going to let them counterspell to Binding? It's probably just a Binding, right? Oh wow, third Tempest Gen? Yeah, we're going to lose then. It's going to be really hard to beat 3 of them. Think I attack with everything that can trade with a Jin. And don't worry a whole lot about the march here. And I'm mainly making this massive of attack because if they have sleep, they could end the game too quickly. Because if they have sleep, they could hit us for 21 next turn, and then 21 the turn after that, and there's nothing we can do about it. And these blocks indicate that they definitely have a sleep. And they can deal 30 damage, so I guess we're dead unless we... Oh, okay, they didn't have it. They were trying to top deck it. Sweet. They didn't have it. They were trying to top deck it. I'm still not 100% sure how to sideboard here. I feel like these are pretty good. I don't know about these. Like, these high mana threats are, like, kind of weird. I know I don't want this. I know I don't want these. That's the easiest part. I don't think we have time for Path of Discovery, especially on the draw, but it is a card that can bury them. Often don't have time for March either. Maybe I should have more discoveries. I never want to draw more than one. This hand again's great. Basically, as long as we keep drawing Wild Growth Walkers, I'm going to call hands great. Now, if they have a Curious Obsession, this will kind of suck, but I mean, we've dodged it 3 games in a row. They obviously have to have it at some point. And we didn't draw our removal, which is a little sad. Okay, so we get to resolve whatever we want. That's nice. Guess we'll start with this. I think we'll keep that. Does this play double spell next turn if we don't want to play the Lyra for whatever reason? Playing double spell's pretty neat. Some chance that I just played a Lyra though. Alright, definitely not playing the Lyra now. They have too much mana untapped. One of the reasons that I don't actually like bringing in cards like Lyra or Vivian in these matches. And I messed up here. Should have played my land first and tapped my elf. Not punished. I'll go ahead and try to get this in play. Just as a way to try to gain some life next turn. Now we can't beat asleep this game at all. There's not much we can beat. They have too many cards. do get to blindly start turning things sideways, though, and see if we can race. They target a soldier, we can't block. Don't love that attack if they don't have sleep. Tempest Chin. Yeah, well, that's a good one. Alright, well, we're probably dead. Just takes any counter spell or any... basically anything. He can eat one of our things like this, but he still takes a lot. And we still have a blocker if we choose. Like I said, if they have sleep, we're just dead. Nothing we can do. They have 2 attacks for 7. Well, they have this too. Alright, well, we're dead. Next game. Not sure. I think this is fine. We might actually be able to cast a 5-drop on the play. Though we had a land werewolf on the draw and didn't have a good spot to play one. We also didn't draw any of our 4 sideboard cards here, which I think are fairly vital. We sideboarded out 2 copies of that card, but I still think that I have to keep anything that's got a Jade Light Ranger on too. Sun Petal Grove would be a beautiful draw. It's kind of a Sun Petal Grove. I actually think I want to keep that this game. As weird as it sounds. Because of Merfolk Branchwalker, I'm going to go ahead and try to cast it. Or not Merfolk Branchwalker, Merfolk Trickster. I don't want him tapping my Land of Werewolf inside my combat. Kind of like racing right now, but he's really a far ahead in any type of race. Just want to land here. It's like pretty obvious that he's going to have some kind of counter spell, so I'm going to try to march on his turn, then untap and like march and or Vivian on my turn. I assume he has multiple counter spells in this spot, but we'll find out. Could arguably just use this too. That was great. He left that unprotected. I can actually protect our Vivian unless he plays something on our Llanowar Elf, which is nice. I don't know that I'll protect our Vivian. In fact, I'm probably not going to protect our Vivian. But he'll make the decision here. Okay, kill Llanowar Elf or not. I think I'm actually fine with it. The Vivian can replace it and just get me another land pretty easily. That's pretty good. That's pretty weird. Like I'll say, that's pretty good and that's pretty weird all at the same time. Alright, so we know we're in trouble now. We know we need lands. We know we're going to get rid of the big thing. Not quite sure how we win since he can pump this up and I can't block it. Maybe I'm supposed to baffling in this and attack? No, that doesn't make sense. There's too many things that dies to. Could get the Branch Walker and play it and then go get two. Just like march this turn. For 3. So marching for 3 would leave his thing in play. Could march for 1 as well. Maybe that's the best play. Really want to land here. Alright, well, we're going to Baffling End. Guess I'm going to take this one. That doesn't help us. Does that change anything? I don't think so. We could pay 2. Use the 2 to Baffling in this. And 4 to get 1 token. The 1 token can block this. And then we would take 1, 2, 3 in the air. If he had a sleep, so we'd be down to 5. If he had a sleep and a land, he'd be putting us at 3. But we'd be able to do this on the following turn. Hmm. I don't know if I played that turn right. We couldn't attack because he has a 0/5. Maybe I'm trying not to lose to too many things, because like I'm trying not to lose to a sleep here. Trying not to lose to another Jin, which is probably the hardest thing to do. Hey James, what's going on, man? Been a while since I saw you around. You still playing a lot of Magic and stuff? Hope everything's going well for you. Everything's going well for me, except I'm just super confused. Like, that was a hard turn to figure out, and I'm probably took the worst line possible. Sorry. Cleaning off my glasses a bit. Only Arena. Interesting. I like Arena pretty good. I don't think it's as competitive as a lot of people say yet, but I enjoy playing it a lot. It's going to come down to what's in our opponent's hand. I do like that we went ahead and played the March. Now we have Memorial that a counterspell isn't any good versus. If they just attack with the Trickster and the Storm Tamer, then the Vivian's protected. Oh, that's coming towards me. Well, I mean, we have to guarantee let that hit, right? So we might as well just protect Vivian if we can. It uses a good portion of their mana. If they have a third Tempest Djinn, they just have a third Tempest Djinn. Huh. Start with this. Well, that's all lands. Assume he's going to have a Trickster here. It's practically the only card that makes sense. So if I attack, he probably just dive downs. Guess I don't attack then. Because he discarded a dive down, so we have to imagine he has another dive down, right? He doesn't have any good attacks without a sleep. I mean, I'll rephrase. The Siren Storm Tanger is a good attack, the Surge Mare is a good attack, but other than that, he doesn't have a good attack without a sleep. Actually, Surge Mare is not that great of attack. So we can double block it, potentially. Ooh, okay. Now that was pretty nice. So he's going to want to hit me with it, though, which leaves the Vivian up. Still think he has a dive down. Another Siren's pretty solid. One card in hand. Another Vivian. Do I want another Vivian? Yeah, so he did have the dive down that I expected. Not sure how we win now. If I attack with everything, he just has to block the Jade Light Ranger. Guess I can attack with one soldier. I gain 2 life. For kind of 3. I mean, it's not exactly 3, but it's kind of 3. Because, like, if it trades with a Trickster, that's good for us. If it just bounces off this, that's fine as well. Wait. Oh, these things don't have lifelink! Oh my god, I thought these had lifelink. I'm going to lose this game bad. I've been playing this entire game thinking these were going to have lifelink in the end. Boom, I'm so bad at Magic. Wow. Memorial to Glory is really bad. Wow, I am absolute trash cannon. Oh, they made the same tokens March made. I'm just dumb. He's obviously going to hit me. Because drawing a card's pretty vital for him right now. And depending on what they draw, they could just win. They didn't play a land or anything, so that's like really good for them. Means they have some kind of counterspell. Guess I'm going to take the Merfolk Branchwalker. Oh no, I should have took the Wildgrowth Walker. That was a terrible play too. Oh, I'm just playing so bad now. I'm playing so bad now. Got lucky and he doesn't have it, but... I guess I'm supposed to play this too. Try to make sure we don't die next turn. Actually think that's worth keeping. If we don't die, it's going to be reasonable. Oh, we'd have such a nice life total buffer had I not punted. I think he knows he's won now. His play speeded up. Or sped up. Makes me feel like I've lost. Maybe I haven't. Let's see what he has. Definitely have to tick this Vivian up. We have to hit a creature. Ooh, do they have a counterspell or not? Because this is game if they don't have it. I don't think we can win if they do have it, so there's nothing really to bluff here, is there? Just put it on the table and find out whether we win or not. Alright, we win! Nice! We got really lucky and I played really badly there. This card right here was going to gain us 2 explorers per each thing, so we were going to gain 18 life. But I played this game horribly. I really thought this card had lifelink the entire time. It's kind of weird. This is a competitive standard league, and we got mono blue 2 rounds in a row. And you guys all know how like I think mono blue's a good deck. I'm not saying it's a bad deck, but you obviously know like it doesn't get played very much. Take care, James. Thanks for stopping by. Man, Path of Discovery is doing work. Work. I think we have to mulligan this. Yeah, I think this hand's actually better, but like it's obviously not good. I'm pretty happy we mulliganed at least. This hand's pretty horrendous though. We drew like 3 cards we'll probably sideboard out. I assume they're going to flip that. No flip? That's probably real bad for me if they don't want to flip. Do I have to call this just so these can't attack profitably? They'll attack the world into this, won't they? If I'd had another land, I could have just took the Wild Growth Walker instead of the Path to Discovery Wild Growth Walker combo. We didn't have the other land, of course. We're not looking terrible, though. I feel like he's going to alpha now into the Vivian Reed. Which means we'll probably take no damage. And I don't care about the Vivian Reeds, the neat thing about this. Could keep that, but we can do better. think we did better. We're back to 24 life now, and we have the biggest creature on the board. They have double our creatures, but like Heroic Intervention's not even particularly scary now. And next turn we get to play the Path of Discovery and a Merfolk Branchwalker. So as long as we fade a Conclave Tribunal and this Wildgrove Walker, we're looking like we're in amazing shape. And we faded. Things are going very well. Especially considering how bad our start was. Going up to 30 life now. Leave that on top. Leave that on top. And we'll pass. Based on what they do next turn is going to make us decide whether we're playing the Immortal Sun or the Jade Light Ranger. There's a good chance that we play the Immortal Sun. Especially if they do nothing. So they get to make a dude at the end of their turn. They get to make a dude on their turn. If they have Heroic Interventions, that's plus 4 dudes. We have 4 blockers, so they'd be getting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, not even close. Alright. Just gonna play this. It kind of sucks with the Johnny in our hand, but we are kind of burying them at the moment, so. We're in no danger if they have a Heroic Intervention. That kind of sucks. Gain 9 more life. Probably go ahead and cast it to Johnny just because it's in our hand. Can't activate it right now, but like maybe they conclaved Mortal Sun or whatever, and then we can. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't cast it. It's not like we're going to need our mana. Ever. Wonder what this long pause is. Like how we get to look up to upwards of 5 cards this turn. Alright, I don't know where our opponent went. I apologize, everyone. Well, since my match is boring, let's see. I'll see who else is streaming. I don't think it'd be a rage quit because it's game 1. I'd say this is a legitimate DC. It's gonna happen. Nobody that I watch play Magic is streaming. Caleb's streaming, but it's Cube. I don't count Cube. Thundermo's streaming, but apparently it's Arena. I mean, it's okay. It's not too great though. Oh, our opponent's back. Cool. Certainly keeping that. Certainly keeping that. Just gonna play it. Yes, it's our Nombo, our one Planeswalker, and our Immortal Sun deck. No, we can't use it. What will we do? Still not attacking with that. It's gonna gain us 9 life next turn unless he hits a conclave. Just have no profitable attacks ever. Hold the Ixalan's Binding. We'll put that on top just because it's a million life. Don't care that it legend rules. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna wait one last turn. And then we're gonna start going cray. We'll be able to attack with the Life Linkers. We could just wait till we hit a March of the Multitudes and make the game easy, but... yeah, we're just gonna start looking for a March now. Oh, I gotta choose one to keep. I'll keep that one. Oh. Well, there's our March. We're certainly just waiting now. There's no reason not to at this point. I probably would have attacked some this turn, but why bother when we're drawing a March next turn? Tapped 4 mana this time instead of 3. I think you just tapped one too many by accident. That's fine. Happens. Ixalan's Binding, they can get our Wildgrowth Walker back if he does have that. Kind of curious why they've not conceded, but maybe they have something that I'm not planning. This is a weird attack. I can just not block, right? No, they're going to have Pride of the Conquerors. So, let's block in a manner that Pride of the Conquerors is good. Could have double Pride. They have double Pride. We'll block you. You trade with double Pride. You trade with double Pride. I don't care if my things die, basically. Seems like these would all be good here. Seems like these would be good here. Immortal Sun doesn't seem very good. The Johnny seems not good either. Path of Discoveries actually seem okay. How do we feel about Vivian? Vivian kills Immortal Sun, and killing Immortal Sun, or sorry, Conclave Tribunal and Ixalan's Binding. And that might be vital. In black-green, we don't need the Vivians because we have other things like Assassin's Trophy or Thrashing Brontodon, etc. So we have other ways to kill those things if we need to kill that effect. But this build of the deck just doesn't. I don't think I actually like the bindings in this deck either, though. I think they were good last game, maybe? We're just going to run it back and try to go wide with the march and stuff. And this hand's great again. Clearly speaking, I'm going to call any hand great that's got a Wild Growth Walker. Interesting. So that means they're going to have a Tocatli draw. And we're going to need to draw one of our 3 Baffling Ends. I don't think they keep a one... Oh, apparently I'm wrong. I was going to say, I don't think they keep a 1-land draw that doesn't have to... Or no 1 creature play with no Tocatli very often, do they? They could just have an answer for the Wild Growth Walker, I guess. Like, that's a thing? Hmm. Actually, I'll put that in the graveyard. Not going to put that in the graveyard. It's a pretty good one, but they still can't attack. Alright, we have decisions to make now. We know we're going to kill this at some point. Are we going to bother to do it this turn? Could attack with this and let it trade. That's probably not smart. Ultimate Greed. This all but forces them to use a Conclave on this, which means our Baffling End should be good. If they have it. They may not have it, of course. I guess I'll put that on top. There's no reason to cast Llanowar. It's never attacking next turn. What do they want a 5th mana for? Do they have Lyra? Oh, they have Experimental Frenzy. I don't care about that. I don't think it's going to be that easy. They now have a Frenzy. We don't have an answer to the Frenzy in our... Well, we have Vivian's, but... Why are they attacking with that? Oh, because they have that. Sure. Well, now I get to attack them. I don't like this at all. I couldn't attack before they made that attack. It's fine now that I see that they have that. We didn't know they had that. They did know they have that, so I'm probably just wrong. winning. I would trade either of these with their flyer. So I can attack with all of these. The conclave or the march that we're drawing next turn's rather insane because they can't get rid of both Wild Growth Rockers. Though I guess they could get rid of the Path to Discovery if they draw a conclave this turn. I mean, they're going to get to see a lot of cards. They could find a conclave. Unless they just happen to have 2 lands near the top. That's not 2 lands. They're pausing, so it's a baffling end. That's unfortunate. I don't think it changes anything, but it's unfortunate. You basically have to get my Wild Growth Walker. We just have to dodge a Conclave Tribunal. We should be good. I'll just casually take 5 and not care. I'm playing this deck because you suggested it, Tacos. This is the Ted Panic one. Alright, well they didn't have Conclaves, so... We gain 1,000 life this next turn. And then swing for 1,000,000 things. And we get to even look for... I mean, we get to Path of Discovery a lot here looking for a Tristani. Targeting... For 9. Oh. So we're already on top of our deck. I guess they could have boarded and settled a wreckage. They'll have a lot of 3/3s coming at them, though. It's the 4th Legion's Landing. What is this one? Alright, well, they're going to have a bunch of good blockers. Can you really attack? Can you really attack? I'm just literally not blocking anything. Easiest no block ever. He knew we had that card. Why did... You saw that we had it. What? Why are you just going to concede to it when you see that, when you knew we had it? Okay, I'm just flabbergasted, I don't know. Alright, anyway, 3-0. We've beat Mono Blue twice, and we beat that White Weenie player. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my neck just popped about 1,000,000 times. Still have 8 more cards to post today. We join. 3-0 versus the 0-0. Fair matchmaking. I don't think I can keep that. I don't want to keep that. But because of the scry, I will gamble and keep the second hand. Sad. Now that we see a Temple Garden, I wish I'd kept the original hand. Because we probably have a little extra time versus those decks. That's nice, something. Red Rober, send us on over a land next turn. You can do it, deck. I like being greedy. You can do it, homie deck. Just keep rocking us them Landaroos. Ooh, double history is going to be a good one. Want want. Yeah, you can do it though. Land ho. It is a land. Essentially the best land in our deck too, which is nice. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I'm just taking 15. Not a conclave tribunal too. Okay, we're wrecked. Oh, okay. Fine with that. I mean, I don't think we can come back from this, but it's a lot better than the tribunal. We hit a white source here. Maybe we can do something. We didn't hit a white source. Wonder what they have the red cards for. I guess this is tribunal. They did have it. We'll scoop to tribunal. Oh well. Pretty similar strategies though. Think I want these here. Kind of think I want this. I think in general I don't want these. There's an argument that I could bring into duresses. I don't know enough about their deck to know that I think I can. Alright, well we keep... And this hand's a bit awkward. I guess we lead with plains so we can wild growth on 2. probably not going to need that Memorial to Glory anytime soon, so maybe we can just Jade Light this turn. See what we hit. Actually want that. The 3-2. I would trade it with that pretty happily, so I'm going to go ahead and attack. I'm pretty happy to make this trade. I think I'm the defensive deck. I already have a Vivian, so I guess I don't want that. Maybe I should have took that though, because like the Vivian's just going to die to an attack at this point. What do they want a 4th mana for? Oh. That's actually great for me, right? So I kind of want to Vivian it anyway. I think we can pass here. They don't have enough mana to use the Vivian, and we can get in a 4-thing march and try to protect the Vivian now. So he's attempting to play around Settle. Or he's just trying to flip that. And I made a grave error not thinking about this being able to flip. So I guess if they had a land, they would have already played it. Yeah, so we know we have to play this now. Because we have to kill that. Don't think we're attacking. I think we're just leaving everything back to block. Obviously, if he's got his own march, it's not great for us. And he does have his own march. Well, that's unfortunate. We do get some favorable trades if he sends the team. But no matter what, he can kill the Vivian. If he's got a Tristani, we don't even get favorable trades anymore. We have a lot of these cards. It'd be nice if we could draw them. Weird. Oh, he's just going to get the Vivian? Oh, you're going to get that. Huh. So... we can't save the Vivian. So it's probably better just to do this. We have not saw why splashing red. Alright, we need to draw half a discovery or... I don't know, we need to draw something. Really far behind now. And he's got a Legion's Landing. Maybe he's splashing for just heroic intervention or something. Oh, come on, dog. You have way too many of your big spells. It's the easiest block ever for our Branch Walker. I value our Branch Walker none. And there's a Johnny in our decks. Oh, no, we sideboarded a Johnny out, didn't we? No, we didn't sideboard a Johnny out. Alright, well, we're just getting pounded now. And we're dead. If he plays around, or he can't, there's no reason to play around Settle. We don't have any cards in our hand. Well, that's disappointing. This match didn't feel very good for us to begin with. They were just able to go wider, and we drew like really bad. Oh well. There goes the 5-0 dream. We can still try to pick up 8 chests, though. 8 little chesties if we're lucky. We had some good draws. Maybe if I hadn't kept that Immortal Sun, though, the Shalai would have just killed us. So I was right to bring the Vivians in, even though they didn't look impressive. So far, we've got paired versus 2 mono blues, the tokens deck, and what we beat last round? Oh, Boros Sweeney's. I was just sitting here shuffling the cards that I'm going to post. I have 8 last cards to post for tonight. Alright, dice roll and great draw, please. Alright, well, strike 1. This hand's fine. How much do I care about this Llanowar Elf? So we know this is on 2, we know this is on 3. So we can play this. I think the Llanowar Elf's fine. Well, here's a control match. And they're playing their very, very bad card for the format. But our hand seems like it's really, really bad, so for a control match anyway, so this is probably going to go poorly. And he's tapping for Deafening Clarion. They're just going to Clarion again? No, they're going to Drake. That's pretty bad for us. Early Drake's not something we can probably beat. This is one of the reasons, by the way, Treasure Map's terrible. He played it on turn 2 and he's got 0 activation so far. This match seems heinous. Still get to try to play a big march. He could have a syncopate that we could have played around. In all honesty, I wanted him to counterspell because I wanted a chance to resolve this. Well, shit. We didn't get our land. Don't think we can win anymore. Think it would have been hard for us to win no matter what. I have 3 Carnage Tyrants in our sideboard and 4 Duresses, so the sideboard game should be a lot better. They just cast Niv Mizzet, we're going to concede. It's not Niv Mizzet. I don't care about that card. Sure. Which means his last card has to be an answer, right? Well, put it on bottom, so that's good for us. It means we're probably going to be able to kill the Teferi. It's not guaranteed. Tapping under main phase, so that means it's either a Crackling Drake or another Niv Mizzet, and we don't get to kill Teferi anymore. Oh, JK, we actually do still get to kill Teferi. Well, I guess that's not true. They could have a lot of things that says we don't kill Teferi here. Most of these decks play between 0 and 1 settle, so I'm just going to take the gamble. Looks like they did have it. Your opponent's drawing just really, really well. And I think this is a bad game 1 match for sure. And I'd be impressed if we can win from here. Not going to concede though. Not until we see Niv Mizzet. Would love this to resolve. Of course not. Karate chop. We're dead in 2 attacks. Nothing we can do. Alright, well, what do we want to sideboard in? We know we want this, we know we want this, we know we want this, we know we want this. We know we want this, and we know we want these. It's kind of weird that I want both Vivian and Immortal Sun in this match, but like that can't be right, can it? To want Vivian and Immortal Sun? They're good for different things though. Like the Vivians are good for the Niv Mizzets and the Crackling Drakes, and the Crackling Drakes is what beat us that game. But the Immortal Suns are good for Teferi. I just want to take out the 4 path of discoveries. Uh-oh. Basically, 4 things that cost a lot of mana, so I guess we're going to mulligan. One time, Daddy, give us that Wildgrowth Walker. That's not a Wildgrowth Walker at all. We don't have a black mana either in case we draw Duress. I feel like this game's already over. We did draw practically the worst hand we could draw, though, and then mulliganed into somehow a hand that's even worse. Can technically attack, so I guess I'll keep it. But so they definitely have a Deafening Clarion the way they're playing. Since I think they have a Clarion, I'm just going to go ahead and ditch the March. I don't think we're going to have the mana for it or anything. Yep. Oh, it's a Crackling Drake. Okay. Well. I'm going to cast this one. Makes him not be able to block, and it gives us 2 things that would survive a Deafening Clarion now. If he happens to have like the white mana and generally one of Cleansing Nova, that's fine, we just lose. And they do. It's usually a one of. Alright, well, this game's over. I did think about casting the March and just attacking, but... Or not the March, the Binding and just attacking, but like then if they had the Fairy, they get to bounce it, draw another card. I didn't really make any progress. Well, at least we don't care about that. No, he only drew 1. We need to draw our sideboard cards. Like, we need to draw a Carnage Tyrant stat. We also need them not to have Teferi. If they have Teferi, we can draw a Vivian and we'll be in okay shape. I'm going to attack first because they could have drawn the 1 of or 2 of Settle or whatever it is. Wrecked. What? I do not like bringing that card in versus this deck, but they got us. I mean, we're going to die. We put up a fight considering our hand was so bad. We drew no sideboard cards, too. We're just dead now, though. Maybe if we draw like Carnage into Carnage, we can still win or something, but... So I don't want to say it's impossible, but... That kind of sucks to 3-0 into 3-2. Oh, we played pretty well in the first couple of games. I don't know what we could have done differently in these last couple. I mean, we have 7 spells. Any of those spells would have been a big game. Getting a Duress so he couldn't cast that Wrath would have probably won the game. Drawing a Carnage Tyrant would have gave us a chance. I don't know if drawing a Carnage Tyrant would have won, but it would have gave us a chance. It's practically the same thing that Mono Black has to fight it, and it's a favorable match for Mono Black. I said Mono Black, but I mean Black Green. Like all Black Green has is Carnage Tyrants, fairly quick clock and Duresses. We have all of that. So If it's a favorable match for black-green, which it may not be, but if it is, you would think that this match would have been okay. Huh. Alright, well, this game. We know what we're drawing, and we're dead. Want, 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 want. Oh, well. I'm going to open our pity chest because I'm being emo right now. I don't really like opening chests, but I'm a little sad that that went so badly so quickly. I don't want. I'm going to open another. I'm going to open a chest till we don't get play points. I'll stop whenever we don't get play points. Alright, we didn't get play points here. We also didn't get any money. Back to looking at the deck. The deck's okay. I mean, it didn't rock my world or anything, but the Path of Discovery is actually pretty good in it. So that's kind of cool. It was fun. Wonder what you could do to beat Control. Wonder if we could just play like some null-hide Phyrexes. The Land of Worlds never seemed impressive to me, but every time I sideboarded them out or didn't draw them, I felt like I was struggling a little bit on land because the deck is kind of greedy on land. Like if you look at it, there's 19 spells in the deck that cost 4 or more mana, and there's only 16 spells that cost 3 or less mana, and then there's only 12 spells if you take out the 4 Land of Worlds. So, well, I guess if you're adding the Dantos back, there's still 16, but it's pretty darn heavy on the curve. Let's put it that way. So I think the Land of Worlds actually makes sense. Wonder if you could shave one land though. I can see Nullhide being played. But like I said, you know, like if you look at this deck, like we're basically all in on this stuff and some bindings. Then we have these Immortal Suns, and then like we have Carnage Tyrants and Duresses. But like if you go look at, you know, Black Green, which I don't hate the Jeskai match in Black Green. All I have is that stuff. A couple of Contempts, which double, you know, just kind of like Ixalan's Binding does. A couple of Vivians, some Carnages, and some Duresses. So, like, you'd think it's roughly the same. I won't be playing this next time I play it. I'll probably be putting the Cast Down back in the deck. In fact, I'm sure I'm not playing that. Why did Cast Down bring up that many cards? What the hell? Why is Cast Down bringing up that many cards? Anyway, for the MOCS this weekend, I'm going to be playing 75 of these 76 cards. I'm just not 100% sure what's getting cut, and I'm not 100% sure what's going to be in the main and what's going to be in the side. For MLCS this weekend, though, I'm locked in on Black Green. I'm locked in on 75 of these 76 cards. Well, I'll rephrase. I'm locked in on... I'm locked in on like 70 some. Because there's a chance that I play Midnight Reaper as well. Alright. I'm confident. I'm confident that I'm going to play 75 of these 79 cards. Gotta think a little bit more about it. But anyway, yeah. So the Celestia mid-range deck, let's go back over here where we can actually see it. It was pretty cool. It was about as cool as the last time we played it Like, I enjoyed it. Maybe the Johnny's not good in it. I never wanted the Johnny. I drew the Johnny multiple times. I don't think I ever truly activated it. I think I activated it like one time and got a thing back and just let a Johnny immediately die. But like that wasn't very cool. So I could see a Johnny moving to the board or being cut. More likely being cut. The overgrown tombs and the woodland cemeteries didn't hurt me any in this league. However, I could see potential for them to hurt you at some point, and I don't know if 6 sources is enough for the 4 black spells. So that's kind of a problem. Maybe the Duresses should just be like some null hides and another spyglass so that you can look at their hand and know when to play around Settle or whatever. Null hide can come in versus Crackling Drakes as well, which I imagine's not the easiest match. I didn't really love the Silhouette. I think I would just rather have a Baffling End. Big fan of 4 Baffling Ends in this format. But, yeah, I like the deck. Anyway, I'm going to hop off here. It is 4 a.m. I still have to prepare a little for Thanksgiving. I have to cook myself dinner. I got to post the rest of these cards. I got to post a video to YouTube. Might get in bed by 6 or 7 a.m. if I'm lucky. At least I don't have to pack mail tonight. Since, holiday. But take care, Brief Tacos. And anybody else who's watching and anybody that's watching on YouTube. See ya. Only 4 people watching, so I don't think I'm going to bother to host.